y'all. Listen, we gotta whisper because Cartier is asleep. So if y'all see her, she right there laying on the bed asleep.
This is crazy because we never had to whisper.
We already be complaining they can't hear us.
I know. All right, y'all. We so sorry, but
You gotta talk louder though.
yeah, I'm gonna talk louder. So for those of y'all,
What?
I just seen her twitch. Of course, if you haven't watched our
Louder.
louder,
Yes, your regular voice.
I can't. My gut won't let me do it. Okay, y'all, this we about to do right now is a story time. Of course, that's what the title says. So, oh yeah, if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 of our birth vlog, you should go watch it now. But like,
And if you are new, you should subscribe right now.
Yeah, right now.
And follow us on this adventure.
Yes.
Turn on your notification bell. That's the most important.
Like, subscribe,
so
comment,
you won't
share.
have to keep watching to look back and check when we upload. Just turn on your notification bell. Once we upload, notification comes to your phone. Boom. There you go.
Everything. But we said like, subscribe, comment already. Okay, yeah. All right, so y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of the rundown.
Your head looks small as hell on here.
Okay, shut up. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of the rundown of what happened from when my water broke to me having her. So
the reason why we didn't show her
yeah
so soon.
So January 3rd at 4 a.m, something like that, I went to the bathroom because this is what I usually do. Me and Devon have not been going to sleep for...
You said January the what?
I mean 3rd. Did I say 4th? I said...
Yeah, no, I don't know which is it. I'm just trying to make sure.
Okay, yeah, January 3rd. If I had said 4th, my bad. January 3rd at 4 something a.m. I went to the bathroom before I was about to go to sleep. So usually when I go to the bathroom, I pee. And then I sit there and I wait like another minute because usually more pee comes out. Ladies, for those of y'all who are and have been pregnant, you know your bladder is very weak. So I sat there, waited, and I realized that I started to continue to drip. And I sat there for a little bit and I still continued to drip. So then I said, babe, like basically... I kind of figured it was that time, and...
Slow down. Breathe.
I'm trying not to take long, because don't you say I always take long when I'm trying to explain stuff?
It don't matter now.
Oh my God.
We take long as we want.
You is lame. Okay, so I called Bae. Bae said, what did you say? I said, I think my water broke. And he's like, what? And
I was like, your water broke. No. What's supposed to be happening? I can hear this. I can hear this.
So, I sat there for a little bit longer, probably like, 15 minutes? 15 minutes, I think, was like the longest. And then, it wouldn't stop. So basically, I came to the conclusion that my water broke.
I was like, what you want to do?
Yeah, so...
I said, so what we need to do? Get what this girl said. Let me do my eyebrows and eyelashes.
No, you jumped in. I didn't do that yet.
When I said, what you want to do?
Oh, no, I said we're going to go to the hospital because I'm not sure if my water is broke or not.
Yeah.
But y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this. I was 40 weeks and 3 days? 40 weeks and 3 days or 2 days, something like that. No, 3 days. Yeah. I was 40 weeks and 3 days overdue.
Lifesavers, Welch. I meant though not Welch, but just Lifesaver. Get us that brand deal, though. We got you, though.
Oh, you so retarded.
Pause.
What?
I just went to the P.O. box, y'all. Somebody from the Watlow gang sent this, and it's heavy as hell. For Cartier.
I don't know what that is, but
I think this is the girl that sent us the $200 gift
no,
card.
it's not. It's from the girl. Oh, it is.
Same person that sent us $200 gift card at Target just sent us this big old box. Just want to say, appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Cartier, I know she gonna appreciate everything that's in here.
Thank you very much.
She had to tape stuff on the outside of the box.
Yeah, I never seen that done.
She had to tape a box of medicine, look like maybe, or something on the outside. So if a box of medicine can't fit in there, imagine what's in here.
I think I know what's in there though. But so y'all, I said to Devon, I think we should go to the hospital. And first, before
You gonna speak a little louder?
I am speaking
You're
louder.
kind of low.
I'm not low.
I can barely even hear you.
You can't hear me, man. Listen, y'all. So before everybody, I don't know, but I said before I was going to have my baby, I wanted my face to look a little different, you know, like a little beat. It wasn't beat,
Hey, what
but
if I just open this up while you
you
tell the
can.
story?
But I mean, well, no, don't do that because it's gonna be tape and stretching and scratching, and then she's over here. Listen, no, do not open it.
No,
Yet.
I'm gonna cut it. I'm cutting through everything. I'm cutting. I ain't doing all the ripping and stuff. Just
No.
yeah. Why you tell? Go.
No, but it's gonna make me have to speak louder.
No, this ain't that.
Okay, y'all. So I got off the toilet, put a pad on, so that of course I don't leak through. And I did my eyebrows and I did my lashes. Some may say it's crazy, but I actually seen girls who are actually getting ready to go in labor in the bed doing their makeup. So I ain't that bad. I did it here and I wasn't having any contractions. That was the crazy part. But I was not complaining because everybody always says contractions are the worst. And honey, when you feel them, they don't like feel like hard cramps and stuff like that. So we left. The baby bag was already packed, thank God. And we got dressed and started to head over to the hospital. And we went upstairs, and it was super cold outside. Wasn't it cold? It was cold, right? Yeah, it was cold outside. It was cold. And then we went upstairs, and they actually tested. I thought it was like the liquid, whatever was coming out of me, which is the amniotic fluid. And they tested it, and it was definitely my water had broke. So we knew that it was that time. Cartier was coming. I was nervous. I still wasn't having contractions, y'all. I still wasn't having contractions. I don't know what time I started to really have contractions, but it was like, I know it was like, I want to say like 9, 10, maybe 11 o'clock. And so they checked me to see how far I was dilated. I was dilated December 27th, 1 centimeter. I was still dilated 1 centimeter, but my cervix was 90%, I guess, thinned out, which was really good, but they needed it to be 100% thinned out. So basically, I was really tired. I wanted to sleep, but the midwives, midwives are the women who are help you to deliver your baby. So they was like, we don't need you to rest. We need to get this baby out today. Which I was just like, ugh.
Our midwives had shit to do.
Basically, they was not trying to sit around. But the midwives were great. All of them were great. What else? So they actually, I wasn't having contractions. I don't know what time did I start having? They gave me something called Pentatosic.
I tell you one thing, I did not know. What?
I just told you know men don't listen, especially this nigga right here. He don't listen. I mean, like, why are you opening the box while I'm trying to tell a story?
Go. I'm open now. Go.
Anyways, so they gave me something called pentatocin, which makes you have contractions. Because
What?
this is not supposed to be a baby haul /
No, this
story
is
time.
we don't got enough stuff for a baby haul. I'm just throwing it in the video as we go.
Okay, you guys. Mr. Aggie, don't listen, but okay. But,
Brought to you by Johnson & Johnson lotion, baby lotion.
do you want to show everything in the box first before I continue?
No, go.
Do you want to show everything in the box before I continue?
This is for Cartier. This is a towel. It's an elephant towel. She put it on her head, and she looked like a little elephant with her towel on. Come on now. Finish.
If you will stop showing shit, I can finish.
I guess these for Jazz. Because Cartier can't fit these. Socks, little fluffy socks.
And they're the right kind, because I do wear those. Okay.
I guess these are for Jazz too. Not a pair of socks.
Don't, nothing. Oh, retarded big head so. Okay, so they gave me something called pentatocin. Makes you have contractions. A lot of women was telling me about it. Basically, it's like, I think it's like inducing your labor. I'm not sure, I could be wrong. But, so they wanted me to have contractions because when I have contractions, it basically helps you to dilate. So, they put me on that, and as soon as they put me on it, I started contracting.
Drip, drip. Baby clothes for Cartier. Continue.
You're making me mess up and making me have to start over.
You said
and
your
forget.
contraction started. I can hear you.
But I'm
Clearly.
forgetting. Dang. You know my brain's still trying to come back to its regular. Oh my god.
Huggies wipes. Go.
So as I'm contracting, they gave me the option of either having the gas mask, the epidural, and I forgot what the other thing was. But automatically I knew I wanted the epidural.
You got a Walmart gift card in here, bro.
Another Walmart gift card?
No, the other one was Target. You probably spent about $500.
Okay. Oh, those are good bottles.
Yeah, these great bottles. Keep going. Get out of here with that music.
Okay. So I was having contractions and continuing to have contractions. So they wanted my cervix to be 100% thinned out. So I had to jump on a ball. And I was in so much pain. I had to rock back and forth in a chair. I even had to walk for 1 hour around, like, it was in the hospital, and it's like a circle that I walked in for a straight hour.
Nursing pads.
And I was just so tired. My body was like, I can't keep doing this. I wanted to sit down every, like, I want to say like 4 or 5 minutes. I wanted to sit down.
But I kept making her go.
But he was walking with me.
Y'all had to walk.
Support here. He was walking with me. And I was trying, I think I had started to get dilated. And the contractions were coming even more and more. And something I was really nervous about was getting epidural. And the one midwife I had, she was a big help.
Y'all got the same socks.
She was a big help, and she helped me to, you know, stay calm. And you was aggravating me.
No, I'm just saying.
Show it at the end of the video.
Baby socks.
Show it at the end of the video.
No, we're doing shout outs at the end of the video.
No, man. Okay. Okay, y'all. Dang. You.
Last but not least, Huggies box of Pampers.
It's a gift set. No, do not open it. It's
This
safe.
another set?
Yes, it's a gift set. Do not open it. I already know what's in there. It's a gift set. It's wipes, the newborn Pampers, and that's it. Okay, y'all. So, I was, dang, see, this is why he aggravates me. He fucking aggravates me. But you guys, I was, Devon was really tired, so Devon had went to sleep. I was rocking back and forth in the chair, trying to get my, trying to dilate some more. Then I had my friend, which we call our sister. She came. She was helping me, talking me through it. And then, what happened? Okay, so the epidural, that's what I was talking about. The epidural, the lady was a really big help. So she was keeping me calm, and because I was really nervous about getting it. Everybody says, don't get epidural because it will mess up your back. You need to be really still because if you don't, you can get paralyzed from it. It's a lot of caution with epidural. So, the lady, she was helping me through it. And when I got it done, I was just like, I basically, like, it kicked in no time. Like, my body started to feel, like, numb. Also, they put a catheter in me. That was the most aggravating thing ever. My first time having one, my last time having one. I don't want another catheter. And if I get another catheter ever in my life, whoever it is, I'm going to punch them in their face. I don't want it, okay? The catheter is the worst thing ever. Like, I don't know for those of y'all, I mean women, whoever had kids, that catheter is a pain in the ass, okay? I kept telling the midwives, I want this catheter out. I felt like drugged up.
She was waking up out of her sleep,
saying, I want the catheter
out. Catheter or whatever.
Yeah, basically, and the epidural let me sleep. Like, I slept for a while, which was good because I didn't have no energy. And that's the reason they gave me the epidural early. And when
Same thing?
And when the good thing about the epidural was, like, I had this button that I could press. And when I pressed the button, it basically gave me more epidural when I felt like it was wearing off. So that was like a plus. I loved it. But then it started to get later. And I was dilated some more. I think I was like around, 8, 9 o'clock. I think I was like maybe 6 centimeters. No, 6. Yeah, I think I was 6 centimeters dilated, right?
Around 8 or 9?
Yeah, or more. I don't remember.
No.
I'm not sure, you guys. Not sure. But then my mom came, my sister came, and they were there. My friend's boyfriend came. My mom's girlfriend came. Who else came? Your mom came that day too, right? Or no? She came the next day.
Your mom what came?
My mom's girlfriend came.
I thought you said boyfriend.
No, I said my sis Vika boyfriend came. Who else came? Did your mom come that day? I don't remember it, but I think his mom came that day too. But so around.
Chris came.
No, he came the next. They came the next day. Yeah, they came the next day. All right, Grandma.
Oh yeah, cause she said.
His mom.
She's so used to grandkids.
His mom and his son and nephew came the next day. So.
And your Ruth no shout out?
I mean, yeah, Ruth too. Damn, I forgot about Ruth. And Ruth came too, which is his cousin.
Hey, y'all, when I do my lips like that, I got that
From
from
DR,
DRA and Ken. They be having me rolling when they do
I
that.
see myself doing that too. I've been doing that lately. So you guys, around 12 o'clock? Was it 12 o'clock? Was it 12 o'clock? Yeah. Around like 12:30 something, because I had Cartier at 1:41 a.m.
You gonna speed it up a little bit? You've been talking for 20
Oh,
minutes.
now it's speeded up. You the one who made me take so long.
Man, you've been talking for 20 minutes. All I'm saying is, you know.
You guys, oh my god. Okay. So I was fully dilated.
Your head is really
oh
small.
my god. You is not helping me. You making me take longer. Listen, I was fully dilated around 12 something. So then they said, all right, we're going to get ready to push. I said, what? And we got ready, and the midwives start coming in, preparing the baby's area and everything. And then I had to start pushing. Devon had one of my legs. My mom had the other. And
for how long?
I was pushing for an hour and 21 minutes, which is a long time, but not necessarily. So then I continued to push. And let me tell y'all this. This pushing thing, this natural birth thing, I thought this epidural was supposed to help my ass out, and it didn't, okay? So I don't know if the epidural wasn't placed in there right, because a lot of women said you're not really going to feel anything, you're going to feel pressure. So as I'm pushing, then like maybe 30 minutes in, Devon and the midwives, they say they see her head and her hair. And all I am...
That's what she got a full-time job, y'all.
Oh, my baby. She's so tired, y'all.
What?
She was up last night now. She wasn't really sleeping. She sleeps all day, really. And at night, she don't sleep. I need it to go the other way around. Okay? Not where I can't sleep. I need my sleep, too. All right?
My baby is losing her first shedding of skin.
To get first layer of skin?
First layer, yeah.
Yeah.
She's getting that fresh skin.
So, I started to push. As soon as the head came through, the lady gave me my, like, she said, do I want to feel the head? I touched Cartier's head, and it was sticking right out. And then right then and there, it was like, I was like, okay, I got to get to really pushing, because for some reason, I was like, I didn't want her to sit there much longer, you know, with her head, like, right there where my stuff is at. So I started to, like, push, and then it still wasn't opening as much. So the midwife who was delivering my baby, she put her fingers inside of me, pushed down, and was starting to, like, open me up more. And when they got, like, her shoulders out, my God, I felt like I was about to die, okay? I didn't know what was going on. It felt like 7 fists was in me, and I just wanted to, like, cry my heart out. I know I was screaming. What was I saying? Devon said I was saying some crazy stuff.
Look how she got her hands crossed while she's sleeping. I swear this girl, she got a full-time job, bro.
What did you say I was saying when I was,
You was like, oh my God.
What the fuck? I cussed.
You like, this is never happening again.
I did not say that. I said it's never happening again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even, that's the crazy part.
Last time, bro.
Yeah, I swear I don't remember saying, like, none of that. Like, I just know it got real crucial when them shoulders popped through. And then, like, maybe in a minute or two, it was, like, over. And everything just felt like a relief. Like, my stomach went down automatically, like, from the big old hump it went down just a little bit. And then they had to, of course, I had to, like, I had to help push the placenta out a little bit, and it came out. Um, I seen Devon. Well, let me back it up. When she came out, I seen Devon just crying. Okay, y'all, like Devon was just dropping tears, and I was like, "Oh, look at my baby. He looked like a big old baby."
Hey, look, who this reminds you
Me with my rolls. um, and I I just knew like I couldn't cry, but I could cry. But my body was just like just so relieved from everything. Now that is true. When you after you push out the baby and everything, your body just feels like it can just relax. Like my body felt just
of? She snored just like her mama, bro. Y'all hear her snoring?
it was it was a relief. I could say that. I'm just gonna say that. And Devon cut the umbilical cord. Um, and then we heard my baby crying, and then Devon was crying. Devon cried literally for like 30 minutes to an hour straight. And you really did. You kept crying. You was crying for a while. Devon was
I
crying.
cried for like
What?
about 5 whole
No,
minutes.
you didn't. You didn't. You kept crying. And then they cleaned her up. I heard her little cry. And all I wanted to do was hold her. All I wanted to do was have her. And once they cleaned her up, they gave her to me and placed her on my chest. And it was so amazing. Like, I gave birth to this little girl. You'll see her with her bonnet.
Who does she think she is?
Say, I am Miss Cartier, baby.
Who sleeps in the air though?
Oh, little lady.
She's smiling.
But yeah, like it was truly amazing. Like I actually pushed her out, and I did it. Like a lot of women I know right now have been getting C-sections, and I'm so glad I didn't get a C-section. Um, it's just truly a blessing. I was really scared too. Like I had a friend that passed away, and that was the main thing on my mind. So I'm just really glad that I did it. And like I said, to have
You was a
her.
real champ. You handled that like a champ. My baby handled like a champ.
No, I didn't at the end. I went out like a sucker.
At the end, my baby can handle that shit.
No, y'all. It is not something I plan on doing again. I can't. But it was truly amazing, y'all. Dang, there's another part that I gotta talk about.
I know that. It's already 28 minutes in.
It's your fault. Your fault. Okay, look, y'all. Let me tell y'all this. After I had Cartier, it was 1:41 a.m. Later on that night, well, that morning, we got told that Cartier had to be taken, and we were both looking like, what? And I was really confused about what was going on. They really wasn't giving us too much information. They just was like, she needed to be taken. And I was like, okay, why? Then they told me because my water was broken for too long.
Over 18 hours.
Over 18 hours, and that I had a fever. I had a high fever of 100.3, and they said that basically that can infect her.
She can get an infection from it.
Right. So they did some tests, ran my placenta. The outside of my placenta was perfectly fine, but the inside of the placenta was infected. Something with the rods.
Yeah.
They was telling me about the rods, and I was like, okay, how did I don't know how the inside got infected, but I think before I had got dilated somewhere, they had to go in and pop.
It's something that actually happens though, because somebody commented it.
What?
When I mentioned it, I said something about she was you was on water broke over 18 hours and you had a fever. Somebody said so. She must have was at risk of infection because that's what can happen.
Oh, well, yeah, but the lady went inside. The midwife that I had, she also went inside and stuck me to, because she said my water had broke from the top and not from the
It
bottom.
was dripping out instead of
Yeah,
flowing out.
right. So she went in and
Cartier
popped
kicked
it.
the hole in the top of it
Right, I
and broke the
guess.
water.
And the bottom needed to be
And
what
the
was
bottom wasn't the one that was actually dripping.
right. So she went in and popped it. And as soon as she did that, like all the fluid basically that Cartier was in, because it was yellowish. So like her
Jazz
boo
said,
boo and pee.
what was that?
Shut up. But they took her about
Bro, you been
7.
ranting for 30 minutes, about to be 31.
Okay. So they took her around 7 o'clock. I was really hurt. I was crying. I was frustrated, and I didn't expect for my baby to be taken away from me, because the hospital that we were at is not a baby hospital. So they had to take her all the way to another hospital called Golisino, right?
Like 15 minutes away.
Right. And
Health Park.
I was really frustrated. And Devon was able to go, but I wasn't, because I needed to heal. They wanted to make sure I wasn't having a fever.
She could have went. They just wanted the money.
Well,
we supposed to go have the baby over there anyways.
We were.
But they lied to us and said we couldn't go because they basically took care of her the 9 months of checking up on her.
Yeah.
And then we switch and go to a hospital that they don't work at.
And then I found out that I could go. Everybody was like, you could have went there, you could have went there. And I'm like...
And that was the best hospital. Anything would have happened, we'd have been right there all together.
Right. Like, she would have been, a couple of levels down.
Like I tell y'all, this world works around money. Everything is about the money, no matter who life on the line, no matter what the consequences, no matter what the situation is. Everything is about money.
Yeah.
Make sure you get you some.
Me and Devon kept going back and forth with these people. Like, my mom got involved, his mom got involved. They were just like, why didn't nobody tell us anything? They couldn't explain
everything we was asking.
They could not.
And that's what was... with everything you can imagine, the common sense stuff.
Yeah, like...
We started even talking about...
government.
Yeah, government type shit.
Like
they
it
trying
went
to
far.
Say hey, something might happen. We need to keep the world under population control.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get rid of this many babies. Make sure this many babies don't make it, and make sure this many babies make it this year.
Yeah.
Like I'll start thinking all kind of ways about mine.
But they kept me for a whole nother day.
Y'all basically stayed the most same amount of time that y'all supposed to stay.
But Devon was able to go see her. I was super jealous.
Spending time with her
I was
hours.
super jealous. I was super hurt.
About 3-4 hours.
But I was happy that at least one of us could go and be there, because both of us not being able to see her just would have been like, all right, what are y'all doing? So... And I got out. I got discharged on Saturday around 3-something. And as soon as I got discharged, I got dressed, put everything together, and I went straight there and see my baby.
You actually wanted to get something to eat first.
Well, I did get something to eat. I needed to eat. But after I ate, I went straight there. No, I didn't eat.
The first night
we ate.
The first night she left, me and Jazz went. The first night that Cartier left, I went to go see her that day, and then I came back and stayed the night with Jazz, and we had Wendy's. Mm-hmm. We all ate Wendy's, and then the next morning, I was going back to see Cartier, but Jazz was getting discharged, so we ended up both being able to go back at the same time and stay all night with her, and then right before I think 11, 12 o'clock, we went home and went to sleep. We woke up the next morning, came back, and before we got ready to leave, she was basically saying that
I got a call, and they said that she can go home today.
She's healthy.
And she's
100% healthy. She was the biggest baby in there.
Yeah,
because those babies in there are like newborns.
Yeah.
So.
No, they're not newborns. They're premature. Like, they're small.
I mean, not newborns. Yeah, premature babies.
It's the NICU.
And they sent us a thing today, with all the nurses and stuff signing it, saying
congratulations, she's home, she's healthy, and everything. So that is really it, you guys.
7
That's our
pounds,
story.
10 ounces, 21 inches.
Yep.
All right, now we gotta get shout outs. God,
Okay.
dog, boy.
All right, I know. It's your fault.
35 minutes.
It's your fault, okay? For those of y'all who believe it is Devon's fault, please put down in the comments and say,
come on, y'all.
Devon's fault. It is his fault. Y'all know it.
It's like a TV show.
I know. It's a whole TV show. Because of you. You. It's your fault. It was, and then it went away because of you. Because of you.
No, because you probably went on something else since then.
I haven't been on nothing else. Wait, what is it? Newest first?
200 comments. You gotta go way.
Oh my god. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna give a shout out to the
first 10 people.
The first 10 people
that commented.
Right. So, oh my god.
First 10 people that commented under our video.
I'm coming. Alright, so the first shout out goes to J Squad.
Notification game. Appreciate you for having notification game. I mean that notification on.
True. The second one goes out to Delilah. Is that Delilah?
And Brister.
And Brister. Notification game.
Shout out to you.
Third goes to Sean Quetta. Sean Quetta Andrews.
Shout out to you. Notification game.
Fourth one goes to It's Nene.
Shout out to you. Notification game.
Fifth one goes to Janiyah Williams.
Shout out to you for being a part of the notification game.
What was that? 5? Okay, so 6. Sixth one goes out to Brianna Fair.
Shout out to you for having that bell on. Appreciate the love. Seventh
one goes out to, is it Natea Haywood?
Natane Haywood?
Oh, yeah, Natane
Shout out
Haywood.
to you. I be realizing your comments on there a lot. You do the comment a lot. Don't think I don't be seeing. I be seeing your comments a lot.
Gang.
Gang shit.
Dang, what number was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8 goes to Brenda K.
Shout out to you.
9 goes out to Pretty Girl Lachey.
Say it louder for the people in the back, you heard.
You is lame. You know that? You is so lame. And then the 10th one goes to Avakin Queen Asia.
Ooh.
No, you didn't. Ooh.
Shout out to all notification game members.
But shout out to all y'all. Thank you.
Shout out to the whole Watlow gang. Shout out to all of y'all. We love y'all.
Comment, like, share, subscribe.
You've been talking for 37 minutes.
I know.
Nobody ain't gonna watch this video.
Yes, they is. That's your fault.
Like we always say, we'll be back with more videos. Peace. Shout out to Ace Shirley, man. Y'all really inspire us. Y'all really inspire us.
Pieces.
So we just say pieces.
Pieces.